Sounds good. Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I woke up this morning and it was so gloomy, so dark. There's literally thunder outside. Like, you see? But as much as the season outside is gloomy, this season of life for me right now with my newborn has definitely been a sweet and tired one. I'm gonna take like lots of yawn breaks between this intro because this mama is so tired. Eliana being just over a month old, she's still waking up every 3 hours to eat for me. And as much as it's nice to have her in my room with me right now, sooner or later we are gonna be moving her into her own bedroom, her nursery, which is a perfectly way into today's video. We are gonna be picking up the nursery makeover because as you guys remember in a previous video, it was literally one big white box, and at this point we added some wall details, we added some fun character and some beautiful color too. And today, oh my god, I'm yawning so much. We are moving on to the next part of the makeover process. We've got new furniture, we've got new wallpaper, and so many ideas that I have for this space too. And the way that it works in this new season of life, I gotta do stuff while my girl is napping. So we really gotta work quickly here before it's time for her next feeding session. Speaking of feeding sessions, you guys, let me tell you, when you are trapped feeding your child in the middle of the night, something that you tend to do a lot is shop, specifically online shop. And let's just say I got pulled into a couple little sales on Wayfair, who is actually partnering with me on today's video, and within one night I chose out everything that I wanted for Eliana's nursery. And guys, it is going to be the nursery of my dreams. I'm so excited to share with you my picks, especially because Wayfair's big away day sale is back on October 26th. Guys, this is the event of the year. You don't want to miss it. They're offering 80% off on so many items plus free shipping, and this is the biggest savings event of the season. No pressure, but I'm only bringing this up because Wayfair honestly has everything that you need to either furnish your home or decorate it. Anything from furniture to hardware to artwork to rugs to dinnerware. They honestly have so many amazing items to choose from, and it's crazy that I was literally able to choose out everything for the nursery from one website alone. And let me say, after scouring so many different options, I finally found the most perfect wallpaper for the room to go with our pink beadboard. I mean, really, you guys, this right here is floral heaven. I ended up going with this gorgeous floral wallpaper that has the most dainty flower details and beautiful muted colors of pinks and sage. And I'm actually going to be using this wallpaper as my inspiration for sprinkling in some of these beautiful colors throughout the room. And I know, a lot of you have been seeing me doing all these DIYs by myself. So when it came to the wallpaper, I got to the point that I was like, you know what? I don't have energy to do this. So for the first time, I think, since doing our huge renovation in our house, I hired out and I actually got somebody to install the wallpaper for us. And I'm so glad I did, because this is not a peel and stick. This is the kind of wallpaper that you got to put paste and you got to put it on. He did such a beautiful job installing it, got all of the lines lined up perfectly. And now it truly looks like that room is just blooming. I have to show you what it looks like. Welcome to Eliana's nursery. Like I said, it is such a gloomy day outside today that you're really not even able to truly see the beauty of this wallpaper, because when the sunlight hits it, it is truly stunning. But I cannot put off this room any longer because at this point it is fully empty except for one item that I actually got for this space, and that is a glider. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. I can't wait to show it to you. One thing I want you to keep in mind, I am not scared of mixing patterns when it comes to this room. The more patterns, the better. And so I think this glider right here is so perfect for just that. You know how much I love gingham. It is an incredible chair that actually swivels. It rocks. It's got an electric recline and even some charging cables here. And I just think that it is so beautiful, especially in contrast with the pink beadboard. What pulled me to this wallpaper so much is that it gives the room a real vintage feel. And I really just wanted to take that vintage vibe and go with it throughout this entire nursery. So when it came time to choose out my crib and my dresser, I right away knew that there was one crib that I've been seeing floating around Instagram that I loved, and it is called the Abigail crib by Namesake. Guys, look at how beautiful this gold bronze crib is. This just looks like such a vintage piece to me, something that was like passed down by my great grandmother or something. We have a lot of color going on already, so I went with an all white dresser that I'm gonna prop up right against the window, and I think that the pairing of the two will be so perfect. So let me get hubby in here and we'll start getting everything unboxed. I've got my big muscle man bringing in the dresser right now. The best thing is that this was actually fully assembled as it came. I mean, it looks it at least, because this piece is so huge. For once, I think hubby's gonna be very happy that this is not something he's gonna have to build.
No matter how much brains you got, you always need a strong dude.
crib, which honestly we've had this one ever since we moved to Florida and I do really love it a lot. But it's definitely been well loved. This girl has like scratch and bite marks all over it. But there's still a lot of life left in it, so we're actually gonna be moving her old furniture to Eran's parents' house because they don't actually have a crib there right now. And with the fact that I have a new baby and my sister-in-law is actually pregnant and she's about to give birth in a couple of months as well, having this furniture at their house is gonna be great because then when we come visit, we actually have a proper place for baby to sleep. So this is definitely not gonna go to waste. And I highly suggest with you guys too, if you ever are looking to like upgrade your furniture, try to find a place to house your old pieces, whether reselling it to somebody, donating it to a family in need, or even propping it up and finding another spot for it in a different room of your house too. Squish, squish, squish.
Let's put your butt.
Okay, well, that didn't last long. But honestly, we were making so much noise, I wasn't even surprised. Guys, I don't even think I told you, but Eliana is a little bit of a Velcro baby, just in the sense that she likes to be held. So when she's not sleeping, her 30-minute wake windows either are on me or on him. So hubby, my hands are a little full. Can you get the crib, please?
Can't do it?
See, I have the best dad ever. He's always moving stuff for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We have like maybe 20 minutes before the girls come home from daycare today. So I'm just hoping that this crib will be something we can assemble quickly. Because if you guys don't know, this is technically right now Naomi's room and she's still sleeping in here. I mean, clearly the crib is not assembled, but hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to put together. And while he's doing that, I might as well test out our little rocking chair. It's so beautiful. I mean, the gold just like looks so pretty. You do not know how to do aesthetic unboxings at all.
What am I supposed to do? Like,
it's so pretty. Oh, it's for you. It's okay. Shh. Guys, I think it's safe to say she likes this chair. Oh. Girls. So I guess I'm gonna try to build this thing on my own. But looking at the instructions, it doesn't seem too complicated. I know. I've got baby girl cheering me on. Naomi, you like it? It's the princess bed.
Do you love the nail polish?
I love your nail polish. What
But
did
do
it?
you like it?
I like nail polish. He's putting her down for a nap. So I have a little bit of time to talk you through my placement as well as unbox everything else I got for the room. But as you guys can see, this is like not a big room at all, and the placement is really important. I was thinking about putting the crib along the wall here, but then as soon as you open the door, you kind of like see the side of it, which I didn't want. I really wanted you to see the front face of the crib. So I think putting it right next to the chair is gonna be so perfect. And then for the dresser, this is really the best spot for it. I love it so much though. I'm so glad that I went with white. This dresser comes in a chocolate brown color as well, which is so beautiful, but I feel like I needed to tie in like all the colors that you see in the wallpaper, hence why I went with the white dresser. It's a nice breakup from all the pink that we have, and I think it matches the chair really well too. I actually got some beige bed sheets because even something small like bed sheets can make such an impact. You can see the cohesiveness between the beige in the chair and the beige in the bed sheets. But if you guys noticed, I actually put the crib on the lowest setting right now because Naomi's still gonna be sleeping in here for a couple of months until I'm ready to move baby girl into her own room. Because right now Eliana, she's still sleeping in the room with me, and Naomi of course is a jumping toddler, so I have to keep the crib on the lowest setting so she can't get out of there. But I'm so excited to move her to her big girl bed when the time comes. I'm truly just waiting for her to be potty trained, because once she is, then I know her and Aaliyah are gonna be ready to share a room because she can actually get up to use the bathroom at night, which would be perfect. Now comes time to accessorize as well as put the functional pieces in. And if you're wondering what that is, let me show you all the stuff that I picked out and gathered specifically for this bedroom. Okay, sorry if you guys can hear the AC in the background. It's getting so hot in here. Like I said, I really want to have that like hint of vintage charm in this room. And I do feel like the crib already looks like something that has been passed down from like a grandparent, like I said. But the ideal way that I personally want to add some vintage charm to this room is by adding dark wooden decor along with some thrifted pieces. Nothing major, but I got a couple items here that I'm going to slowly start to unbox that I got from Wayfair. This is actually going to be really good for any of you guys who are like new moms and you're looking for some new stuff to add to your nursery. But I've actually been seeing the Kikaru changing pads everywhere. But guys, those things are so freaking expensive. I think they're like over 130, 140 bucks. I found this one on Wayfair from the brand of Lord. This is actually the same brand that makes my bedside bassinet that I use in my bedroom. They have really aesthetically pretty things. But the main reason that I got it is to put it right over here, right on the dresser. This is so slim and so pretty too. I actually used to use like a cushioned changing mat with Naomi, but I always had to change out the fabric. It would often get really messy when I do diaper changes, especially in the newborn stage when baby's pee tends to get away while you're changing them. This on the other hand is so much better because you can just wipe it clean. You don't have to lay anything out on it. And it also comes with a little safety buckle, which is great. Not that you should ever leave your child unattended on a changing mat, but if you want that added security, that's there. And then I mentioned that you want to add a bit of thrifted decor also. So that's actually where I'm going to be pulling out this basket and that we thrifted together. Do you remember on this thrift trip? It actually has a fabric that's supposed to go on top of it that is currently in the laundry. But I really love the idea of using a little basket like this as a catch-all for all of the diaper changing essentials. Obviously you can keep them in the dresser, but I just find it so much more practical and easier to just have it right up here all the time. And I honestly think it looks so pretty too. A basket like this is perfect to house all of like your little diaper essentials. So I can keep a couple of diapers on hand right here while keeping the rest stocked underneath. I just got a new coterie delivery, so perfect timing. So we could put that in there. Even the butt spatula and the butt cream, we do use it for Naomi right now. So I'm gonna throw that in there too. And again, it's just a really cute aesthetic way to house all of your essentials without being an eyesore. And that is also the first touch of dark wood that we're adding to the room. Let me show you the next. And it's this item right here. And like I mentioned to you guys, make sure to mark your calendars because Wayfair's big Way Deal sale is back. On October 26th until the 29th, they're gonna be having so many discounts, like up to 80% off on so many of their items plus free shipping. So if any of these pique your interest, literally later this week you can shop them at an even better discount. Everything I'm showing you, by the way, I'm gonna be linking down below, but there's some items I'm gonna need your help on also. Because one thing I didn't get for this room yet is a rug, and area rugs are gonna be up to 80% off during the sale. So once this room is together, I'm gonna ask you guys on some opinions on what kind of rug you think we need because I am so stumped. We have some color in this room, so I'm like, do I go neutral? Do I do a color? Ugh, I'm really gonna need your help. But these items right here, I had no hesitation over. When I saw this beauty of a laundry basket, I was like, oh my gosh, that needs to be mine because doesn't this look so precious? This is a gorgeous woven double-sided laundry hamper. It's got these little flaps over here and a removable fabric as well that you can go ahead and wash over time. I mainly got it because I feel like it just goes with the basket that we thrifted so well. Like it's very much keeping in the same tone theme of cottagecore, woven, vintage looking. I need a word other than vintage. I say that way too much. But what can I say? I think the whole thrifty vibe is my whole aesthetic. Especially with newborns, I personally like to keep her laundry separate from the girls' laundry because I use an extra sensitive detergent for her. So this is going to be a basket that I'm going to be keeping inside, specifically right on over here, right between the doors and the closets. That way it's really easily accessible when I want to come in and out of the room. I'll keep her whites and her light clothes in here and her colored ones in here. But this basket was such a good find. I especially love the little bow detail that it has over here, and it helps add that touch of brown into this otherwise pretty dead space anyway. Okay, and then this box right on over here is actually going to be our nursery lamp. I'm like really worried but excited to see what this is gonna look like because on Wayfair this looked so pretty and I was so obsessed with the scallop detail. I really want to have a lamp in this room, especially for like nighttime feedings, where I could put a very subtle yellow light bulb so I don't have to turn on these overhead lights at night because of course that would be so bright and disturbing. Oh my gosh, it's perfect! Again, sticking with the woven, the rattan details. Look at how pretty this lampshade is. And it just goes so well with everything here. I've specifically been searching high and low for like a scallop style detail lampshade, and everything that I was finding was so insanely expensive for a lamp, like a lamp. This one was actually super affordable. What I loved about it is that it has the rattan details, but the lamp itself is gold, which is the mixture that I wanted since, like I said, we have gold details, especially now with the crib. So let me build out this lamp and you guys can help me decide on where I should put it. And they even provided the light bulb. We love that. literally so much better than I expected, because even though I know that there's like gold details, for example, like the little pull string to turn on the light, what I didn't realize is that the entire piece is actually that dark wood color. Like, look at how high quality it is. Even the knob over here, the entire stand is all that beautiful wood color. And then the base is actually rattan as well. So even if you have this lamp like standing on its own, it's truly a gorgeous masterpiece already. And I'm just like mainly shocked with how high quality it is. Even this brass little pull tab right here, it's like really heavy duty. They added the warm light bulb already, so let's test it out. That is perfection. The slight yellow glow through the rattan is beautiful. Now to find the proper spot for it. Okay, I mean, this isn't really something that I have to contemplate too much. I really only have two options because I want it next to the chair. The question is, do I put it on the side here, closer to the crib, or the side here, closer to the table? I actually think closer to the table makes more sense, because then if I want to change baby girl at night, I can turn on that little lamp right next to the changing table. Yes, I think that is the perfect little touch. I love that. And please guys, if you are somebody who's currently doing a nursery or any bedroom and you have outlets in inconvenient places, this will be your best friend. Transparent extension cords, but this one specifically has a flat head. Why do I like that? Because my outlet on this side is actually behind the dresser, and I personally like to have my furniture flush to the walls. So having a really flat head like this allows you to be able to use that outlet without having to actually move your furniture. Other than the lamp, the chair is also motorized, so it also needs to be plugged in. So the fact that this has 3 outlet extensions is going to be super handy. Perfect. In just 1 second, let me try to get the full effect. Woo! Yep, I definitely like it here. Notice also the warm tones of this lamp actually help bring out the warm tones in the crib. So again, you're creating balance by adding in that color on opposite sides of the room. And what makes this a really great nursery lamp is that you don't actually have to look for like little switches on the bottom or like switches up here. You just have a big metal ball that you can just pull. So then if I have my hands full with baby and I come sit down, it's so easy to turn on the lamp for those late night feeds. I'm so happy. Okay, what else do we have to add? So now that we have the lamp on that side of the chair, we do have a little bit of empty space right over here, which I do want to utilize. I'm just thinking practically, like if I'm sitting here, if I'm feeding baby, what am I going to want next to me? Obviously, a light is one of them, a footstool is another, and then a third thing is a place to prop down my bottle or my phone, whatever I may have in my hands that I want next to me, can actually be elevated by a little footstool or side table just like this. Look at the beautiful spindle wood legs of these. This is like the thrifted piece of my dreams. Like I've been looking for something like this. The chocolate brown color is perfect too. It ties in our laundry basket or basket on the table. And I'm actually thinking to wedge this right between the crib and the chair right over here, so that again, say I'm like holding baby and I have my phone, I can keep it right next to me. Or even though, as you guys know, once in a while I will offer her a bottle of formula. So especially at nights, being able to have like hubby or me give her a bottle in the middle of the night and prop it down here while I want to go ahead and burp her. That will be super convenient, and again, a little touch of a vintage element that you can slightly see makes the room prettier, but more importantly, it's practical. All right, dad has tried. Didn't go so well, so I thought I might as well go ahead and try to put her to sleep. And this might be kind of a perfect opportunity to test out this little corner. We have a lot of light in here right now, but I definitely think that for the nighttime, this is going to be so perfect with her. But I do feel like at this point, this is where I'm going to leave it, because I'm going to need your help on a lot of things within this room. I still have this item. Let me see if I can open this with one hand, which is actually a set of 4 little scalloped shelves. And hear me out, I actually think they would be perfect to add to this space right over here, maybe like in a staggered shape. But this is where my dilemma is, you guys, and I don't know, maybe you can help me with an idea. I already started gathering a lot of like thrifted decor finds that I want to go ahead and add into this room. I don't want to buy any prints or any ready frames. I want every single piece of artwork to be something that I curated myself. But my dilemma is this: once I have my decor, to get it up on the actual wall, I love this wallpaper so much, and I don't want to go ahead and put holes in it, because like what if I change my mind over time? You know what I mean? But for pieces that I may want to swap out, like frames, do you have any ideas on how I can hang it up without damaging the wallpaper? Please let me know down below, because it's a huge dilemma for me. So I for sure need your ideas on that. And then the other thing that I'm gonna need your guys' help with is the rug situation, okay? You already know I tend to have a rug saga. I change my mind a lot about rugs. So I decided that this time I'm not gonna be impulsive. I'm gonna take a little step back. I'm gonna ask you guys for your opinions, because I did ask you in the past what kind of rug I should get here, but now that you actually see the colored wall and the wallpaper, what are you guys thinking I should do for the rug? Do I stick with something more neutral because we have so much pink going on? Do I do something opposite? Do I go darker and lean more towards those like dark browns and chocolate colors? Or do I go completely rogue and get a rug with like green tones or something in it to kind of break up all the pink that we have? Plus we have some sage green tones in the wallpaper too. So taking a look at this room, let me know and give me your advice on what you think is best, because you guys always have the best suggestions for me. And I'm also going to be setting my alarm for the sale because like I said, area rugs are actually going to be up to 80% off on that day. So give me your suggestions. We only have a couple of days to figure this out, guys. Comment down below what kind of rug you think would go really well in this room. What tone should I stick with? If you have any feedback for me in general, we still got to get curtains in here too. And I know that in some of these vlogs right now, they seem to be moving at a bit of a slower pace. I used to do like a million projects and DIYs in one video, but right now, this is my priority right over here. My little swaddled burrito. Like I said, she's very hands-on. She loves to be held, and I'm totally okay with that. But I'm still trying to do my best to show up here for you guys as much as I can. So give me a bit of grace, okay? This is what I was able to complete in a day and a half, and I think we did pretty good for that. So pat on the back, literally, for us. And if you guys are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVPs. I love the ones who stick around all the way till the end. I know sometimes we have baby stuff, sometimes we have fashion, sometimes we have home. I'm really like just filming what's going on in my life right now. And if you're sticking around for it all, you are the real MVPs. So if you are watching up to this point, then comment down below Dream Nursery. Did I ask you already to comment that before? I don't remember. I have postpartum brain, forgive me. But comment it down below because this is truly my Pinterest board that is slowly coming to life. I love it. I know baby girl's gonna love it. She's gonna be like, Mom, my room was so cute as a kid. And hopefully it gave you guys some inspiration too. If there are pieces I showed you that like are thrifted, I'm gonna try to find some dupes and link them for you below too, because we're all taking inspiration from each other. But if you are new, subscribe down below to see us complete this in the coming days. And I just have to thank you guys. I think this baby has honestly gotten used to me vlogging and like talking to myself so much that my voice is very calming for her. She's literally sleeping. We did it. Just by chatting with you guys, you helped me put her to sleep. So thank you all for that. I'm gonna set her down for a nap, take a little nap myself, because definitely it's been well deserved. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.